every other thing you do in the building. It is that important. It is the roofing of the building that protects everything you have done in foundation, everything you've done relationship level, foundation level, done mindset, everything you've done. It is the roofing that actually protects it. If you play with the roofing part of any building, the building can fall. If you leave, we have a house in the village, very massive project. I can remember then when I was in school, from 100 level to 500 level, every time I call my mom and she travels to the village, she always tell you, we are patching the roof. We are doing this one to the roof. We are changing the roof. Everything, roof. I was like, it was then, I don't used to understand, why are we always working on this roof? For crying out loud. If really wants to enter, let you enter. You understand? Well, I now found out that no, if the roof of any building is tampered with, everything in that building is gone, is as good as gone. Okay. Now, in our success building equation, when we're talking about the roofing of a building, when we're talking about the what's it called? We're talking about protecting what you've built with a mindset, right relationship, and things like that. We are talking about principles. Principles. You can write it down. Principles. Every man living without principles is a time bomb, is a disaster in progress. If you are doing business, you're building a company, you're building anything, and you don't have laid down principles of how the business works, you're building castles in the air. I can tell you this by experience. For me personally, one of the core principles I have built and I'm highly conscious about building, as far as what I'm building, the company I'm building is concerned, is integrity. Because I have seen the power of integrity. When I was starting, this was when I've never started a company, it was just a company of one then. I saw people who were not, people I don't know, I don't even know them. They were willing to give me $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to trade for them. These are people I've not seen before. They've not known me before. We've not seen anywhere. But every single time I have a conversation with them, because one time I was asking one of them, why do you even trust me? We have not seen, and till today when I'm speaking to you, this was a lady then. She gave me, it was about $12,000 at the time, $12,000 thereabout, because he added, put some money, then added another money later. I was asking her, why do you really trust me this much? And the funny thing is, this lady I'm telling you, according to her, she's a lady, and of course, the person I spoke with on phone was a lady, because there was no profile picture. I searched her name. When she sent money to me, I searched her name, the name that came with the receipt on Facebook. I didn't see anything. Searched her name on Facebook, everywhere. I didn't see anything. So I was now scared. Like, are you sure this one is not Yahoo man? So I now asked her, see, why do you really trust me this much? Why are you not scared? What if I run away with your money? She now said that I have checked you out on Facebook. I have checked your track record. As far as I'm concerned, this money is safe in your hands. Then it was then I really began to find how powerful integrity can really be. And this is something I've seen it happen many times. So there was a time I lost, some people's money to the tune of, some millions of naira. And some of them were like, it's fine. It's fine. So far, so good. We trust you. We know that if you say you lost the money, you truly lost the money. That if you say that you truly lost this money, you truly lost it. Some just totally left it. They didn't even push to find a way to actually, although the policy anyway, and the agreement doesn't favor, refunding them, giving them, because we sign an agreement that if anything happens, the risk is on you anyway. So, but they didn't push it till today. We are still friends, we still chat, we still gist, but simply because of that integrity factor. Now, that's just one. For me, this is just my own personal principles. But there are a lot of principles as far as business is concerned that you should not be joking with. Any anything, any business you're building, any project you're building, any company you're building, without laid down principles, rigid principles, you're actually building castles on the air. Very soon it will come down crashing. And the amazing thing about the worst, it's not amazing at all. The worst thing about building a business without principle is that the business does not fall all of a sudden. It just falls slowly. It just keeps falling slowly. Before you wake up one day and find out that, wow, your shop is empty. Your business is empty. I knew a guy that was doing very well. He's, this normal Igbo man system. They serve there. They do, house, what's it called? Sales boy for their oga. After like 5-6 years, they settle them. So they settled this guy. He was doing very well. Very well. Doing very well. Fairly well. Unfortunately for him, he had another friend, and who was more like what you call a wayward person. Forgive me to use the word wayward, but he wasn't just figuring out his life. So he attached to this guy who was doing well in business. And every evening this guy comes back, they'll go and do what they call casual drinking. Go and just drink, come back, spend the small. And according to, because these are, after many years, we now know what the good story is. Maybe he'll make 10,000 naira today selling, and he'll just assume what I'm spending, how much am I even spending to drink? It's not just 1,000 naira. He did this after 2 years. Not just 2 years. 2 years was when the business broke down, but I saw him after like 7 years. This was when I had now finished school. I was looking for internship. I was passing one day on one place. They used to the man that owns the shop used to import tiles, floor tiles. So I saw this guy carrying tiles, offloading. I was shocked. This was somebody at one time. If you know when your children, you're going to, maybe you're coming back from school, you just branch Uncle house. Uncle will give you 500 naira, 200 naira. You'll now be happy and go home. This was somebody at one time. I used to go and say, give me small money, and he was giving me. I saw him, all he was doing right there when I saw him was offloading. You know that if container comes, they now go and offload, remove their shirt, just carry. They'll give them maybe how many rounds that you go and collect. Very simple thing that spoils his business. Indiscipline. Just indiscipline. It looked too small. It was looking too small after all. How much am I made a whole 10,000. How much am I even spending? One is not 1,000 naira. That was how his business sank after 3 years. So if you don't have rigid, as far as business is concerned, if you don't have rigid principles that must not be broken, sooner or later, nemesis will always catch up with you.
True.
There was one time I sell a product, an automated system that I know other people that are selling it too, and I know how much they are making. But simply because of the kind of integrity I have placed on myself and the business that I do, woe betide me that I begin to run a sales model that these other guys are actually using. I know how much they are making, and I know what to say to make that much they are making. But simply because I don't want to give you something that you don't understand. All the things that you need to know, every single information you need to know, I give you beforehand for you to make a well-informed buying decision. Well, I know other guys that are doing the same thing, that they just sugarcoat it and give you the product, and you find out that, this is not what they promised me. You understand? So for me, one of my core principles as far as business is concerned is integrity. And that's why till today, people trust me. It doesn't anything, as far as this business and this industry that I'm not currently operating on. Anything I say, people hold it in highest esteem because of the person saying it. They know that, no, this guy, somebody paid for some stuff that actually didn't fall through one time, and I was supposed to refund him some money, and I told him, okay, no problem, we process a withdrawal for you within 48 hours. When money was processed and sent to him, he now made a comment. He was like, I've been trading Forex for long. He said, you are the one forex trader that I have seen that is most sincere as far as trading is concerned. And I just smiled. I told him thank you, and I left. But this is just one person out of the many people that I've seen make comments like that. If you don't have principle, it must not be. For me, it's integrity. I'm using integrity for my own. Yours can be hard work, of course. Aside from integrity, of course, I'm very hardworking. Like you don't want to know my, you don't want to know my, you don't want to know my, my working ethics. But I'm really hardworking. So yours can be hardworking. Yours can be core discipline. Yours can be frugality. I know people that what killed their business is just excessive extravagance. They always give it. Let me tell you the truth. Givers, they lack.
Emotional givers.
Let me tell you the truth. Givers, they lack sometimes. See, when I was sharing with some people last, I hope I'm not taking much time. I feel like
you have few minutes though. You have like 15 minutes.
15 minutes, my God. Yes. Okay, no problem. So I was sharing with a few people last week. I told them that when I started seeing some level of money, and people started relating to me. When people are relating to you, that when they are calling you boss, oga, that they are not. These people don't even like you. They just know that kind. Once in a while, maybe something flow from this guy reach my side. So then, most times when people come to ask me, maybe give them money for something, give them something, asking for something. Sometimes I feel like, if I don't give this guy now, this guy might begin to feel like this money this guy is saying is that, maybe no day like that. So most time then out of pressure to impress for the moment, just to make you know that this money day will not be saying no day. You understand? I feel give you one. I was giving. When I mean every Tom, Dick, and Harry. People can just come, maybe watch my video on YouTube, maybe see my video on Facebook or something. Someone see me on a flyer. You just come from nowhere. Sir, my name is this one. I got your contact from this one. Please, I am a student in 500 level. In this one, I am in final year. I have an exam. Blah 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 blah. Please, can you give me 20,000? I'll just check. If I don't give now, this person I refer you saying, this guy does not have money. I'll just give. This was how I was very foolishly, just giving. I can give, even if it's like the last I have, just to save face, so that you will not say that this guy, I came to him asking for common 10,000 and he did not give me. I can give. It was when God began to teach me that, Oga, your name is not El Shaddai. He was there. Then I began to get wisdom. I'm like, because I felt like I was doing the Lord's work. The Lord's work requires you need to give. See, I'm not talking down on giving. I'm a crazy giver. You guys want to know how much I give. But I began to apply wisdom to it. I found out that some people, truly, even them asking you for money, they have money, but they don't want to touch their own.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
Yeah,
very true.
Some people actually, they have the money, but they don't want to spend their own. They want to spend your own. So they,
yes.
God, I know things. Let me tell you the truth. So it was then I began to, I found out that truly, give us the lack. Give us the lack. So one of my friends shared on his status one time, every giver should have a limit because receivers don't have limit. If you give them, if you give a
come back
because receivers don't have any limit.
Very
Once
true.
you give them 5,000, tomorrow they will come 10,000. And
come back.
It becomes so annoying. There's this guy, I tell you the truth, I lie not. Just because we are old time friends, I've given him money more than 25 times. I tell you sincerely, between last year and this year, more than 25 times. I tell you the truth, I lie not. But it's just because we are old time friends. But sometimes I feel like I'm not doing it because I'm empowering this thing. Because the more you give, the more they want to come back. I know people, oh my God. As a giver, please have limit. Have limit.
Have limit.
I'm telling you, have limits. If not, receivers go.
They will run you dry and go to the next person.
They go run you dry. I was listening to the owner of Rain Oil, Gabriel Obeche. Somebody that you guys should go and listen to. Gabriel Obeche. He's the owner of Rain Oil. He has more than 100, petrol gas stations around the country. More than 100. So we're talking about a multi-billionaire. This is not. This is not a young. Gabriel Obeche is the owner of Rain Oil. Most of you should have heard of Rain Oil. So he was saying, he said something that really, you guys should go and listen to him. He said that as far as business is concerned, never run your business on credit. By all means, protect your capital. That statement might not appease you, probably if you're not doing business, but by the time you start, you understand the weight of that statement. As a business person, by all means, your capital for doing business is paramount. Your capital is not for doing what's it called? Sadaka. It's not for doing Babiala. As far as your capital is concerned, it was from Strive Masiyiwa. I know you guys should know Strive Masiyiwa. He's the owner of Econet and Kwesi. Multi-billionaire, not millionaire, billionaire. He made a statement one time, he shared a story one time that really, blessed me a lot. He said one time that one of his cousins, distant cousins, came to him one time, came to his office and asked him for a certain amount of money. And the man looked at him and told his cousin that, this money I ask, I don't have it now. The guy said, you that I just saw I saw you on BBC, I saw you on CNN, I saw the company of this in your building. He now told him that my business has money. Me, I don't have money. He said that you should learn to separate your business money from your own personal money. And this is a mistake that a lot of people don't do. Okay, we're talking about principles now. I'm just giving you different principles that people break constantly, but they don't know it's actually what is limiting their business. Most people, their business money is the same as their money. There's no demarcation.
Yes.
There's no demarcation. Most times, my wife can tell you this better. Most times, I tell my wife, no, I don't have money now. I don't have money now. She now knows when to ask me, okay, is it that you don't have money or business doesn't have money? I said, both of us, we don't have money. So she will not be tempted to ask me for the one that is not. I say both of us don't have any money. You understand? But the truth is, you should learn to separate your business money from your. Don't make the mistake of assuming that both of them are the same thing. You just dip your hand inside your pocket. Maybe one person comes, cries, hey, please, before if you don't give me this money, man, hey. You now dip your hand inside your capital and give them from your capital. It's all right. I shall die. You will soon die. So in fact, personally, I made it a principle in my life. I don't withdraw from my trading account any money that I don't need at the moment. So most of my friends know. If you're coming to beg Chazoka money, don't expect it anything less than 24 hours. Most of my friends know. In fact, one called me the other day and told me that he needs money. But he knows that I will not have cash now. But he just wants to fulfill all righteousness. Do I have 100,000? I told him, talk. Will you wait 24 hours to get it? He said, no, he doesn't have time. That he's somewhere. He wants to complete money for something. I said, talk. I don't have money now if that's what you're asking for. And he found somebody else to get the money from. I found out that truly, some of those things that look like emergencies, even without you, would have been solved. Even without you would have been solved. There's no need.
It's true. You're not the only person they're asking. They're asking like 5 persons.
Exactly. But by the time when they put the pressure on you, you feel like if I don't give them now, they will die. If you don't give them, someone else will give them. If it's important to them, they will always find a way. It's not only you, okay? It's not only you. If it's important to them, somehow they will find their way and get the money. Somebody came to me on campus one time, one guy, and told me, he's struggling in business and he needs this particular amount of money to do something. So I told him that if your mother is in the hospital now, I think the money was like 25,000. So I told him if your mother is in the hospital now and it's a life and death situation that if you don't get 25,000 naira, she will die. So that will you get the money? He said I will get it. I don't even just apply that same mindset to this thing you're looking for now. You will get the money. Problem is that people are not. They are not. Let's not go there. They are not. There's something called self-pressure. There's a position you put yourself that the best of you can come out, and because a lot of people prefer comfort zone. Their life just being comfortable, just like enjoying life. AC is blowing on top of their head. They're just happy with life. They just like being relaxed about, from life. A lot of things are eluding them. By the time there's a way you inflict yourself with some form of pressure, the best of you can come out. So that said, let me just join. I said I have like 6 things. I've shared only 3. So I'll just run through. I have like 2 minutes. So I'll run through the remaining 3 things with the speed of light. Speed of light. 3 steps to wealth. Number 1, study the past. Study the past. Whatever you are doing right now, somebody else has done it before. There's actually nothing new under the sun. The business you're doing now, somebody has done it before. The one you want to make, somebody's already making it.
Yeah.
Find out how they made it. Find out the possibilities available in the business you want to do, and simply navigate in that direction. Find out what they did and replicate it. Most times you get the same results. Number 2, understand the present. Understand trends. Money is called currency because it's always flowing. It's flowing from one value system to another value system. Find out what people call valuable and provide it. They will give you money. That's simple. It's not that hard to make money. It's not that hard to make your first million. Find out what people call value and give them. They'll give you money. I heard of a particular company that was making slippers. They were making slippers. So they sent the first person to go to a particular community in India and make a visibility studies of whether their business will strive there. The guy went there, traveled all the way to India. By the time he got to the village, he looked at the village and looked at all of them. None of them was wearing slippers. He went back and told the company that, I got there, none of them are wearing slippers, so that means they will not buy our slippers. And the guy came back. He sent to the second person. The person went there and said that they are done wearing slippers. That's the more reason they need slippers. And the guy went there with a marketing team and supplied slippers, convinced them to see the reason why they need slippers, and all of them bought the slippers. All of them bought the slippers, and those guys made money. So find out what people call value or what they perceive as value, even when they don't know, and tell them that this is valuable to them. Offer to